Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Friday, Friday night. Okay. So I thought we would hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Wait. There you go. Y'all can you see? Okay. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This one. I'm going to put on some music. Let's see what that. Where's that? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
This is a JT production.
So we're gonna do some poetry tonight. All right, thank you. Anyway, when you get here, we're gonna be here. And special guest, we have Heather Hilliard hop on here and share some of her poetry. Music by J2 Exclusive Music. And so what y'all been doing? Leave a comment. We got some new music coming out. Excited about that. It's going to be streaming off let's see. Okay, we're gonna bring the guests onto the stage. Okay. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Good. Okay, turn that down a little bit. It's gonna be our background music for this evening. Music by Jerome, J2 Exclusive Music. I got my new banner for y'all, but I on my phone tonight. But
Where is that?
I don't think I'll be able to do it because the settings on the phone is different from the ones on the computer. Let me see if I
Okay.
can find. Oh, hold on. Wait. Okay, I think I got it. It says layouts, general camera. Let me go to the general. Okay. Screens. Okay, nah. Okay, well, y'all just gonna have to catch it next week. Y'all gonna have to see it next week. I'm excited. It's really nice. And then so the co-host will have it as well. You'll have your own the background. I'll send it to you. Simply Aldonia Cafe, futuristic. I'm excited. So, how you doing tonight, Miss Heather? Can you hear me?
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I don't know why they got this box here. Let me see if I'll go more the comments. I don't need to put the comments on here.
Okay.
Okay, where? Yeah. Okay, just tap it to the left, tap to the right. That's slide, switch it off. Oh, okay. So, guys, everybody know it all over the world and in the country that this is Black History Month. And we are African Americans. And we are authors. And what are you doing to celebrate Black History Month? Of course, we all know that we are here 365 days a year. Yes, we are. But when you have intentions on your life and you have intentions and purpose, you walk a little bit different. You act different, because you know who you are, and you know why you're doing what you do and why you're making certain choices. And I'm going to eventually read a piece from the BHM Poetry and Poems book. Inspired, most of these pieces was inspired by me being an African American woman.
Nice.
And they're generally about life, life. Like one of my favorites called Celebrate the Child. My other notes, let me see. This is Celebrate the Child, teach them how to smile. No. Celebrate the child. They are our children. Teach them how to care. Teach them how to share. Teach them they can become anyone when they take a look in the book. Celebrate the child. Innocent, kind, and free. Beautiful as can be. Let them stay as they are. Nurture them. And in return, they shall nurture you in return. Teach them respect. And they will respect you. Cherish the child. Love them unconditionally. Teach them how to fly, to reach for the sky. When education takes flight, celebrate the child. Teach them how to play, to be honest, fair, and just. It's not just about us. Teach all the wonders of life that you can share for the days you won't be there. And it's okay to cry, to express yourself for a while, and remember how to smile. Teach them to be proud of who they are, to see the knowledge they have acquired. Education is key. A great success the child will be. Celebrate the child. Thank you. And so today, I noticed, today I saw your post, I like your smile.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I think they said we use a lot of, I think it's over 200 something muscles in our face when we're smiling. And when you do smile, your body gives off the endorphins in your body. It just brings you joy. Of course, there are some times when we don't want to smile, don't even feel like smiling. But once you do, you understand the power of the smile, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And the Smile Lady has a Deborah Johnson. She's in Ghana, and she is the creator of the Smile program. And I thought it was so wonderful because she worked with a lot of youth in the community and teaching them how to smile and to be a better human being with the program that she created. You guys can go follow her on Instagram and on Facebook as well, Deborah Johnson. Smile Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to add to that, Heather?
No, well,
You got
I guess I put that because I put that up there because I feel like we need to do it more often.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just kind of like a little reminder to people that hopefully when they run across it and see it, that they will actually implement that in their day.
Yes, it's so funny. I just happened to be in another city and we was in a store and I'm like, is this my consciousness or is I'm really seeing what I'm seeing or people are looking and staring as they're not used to seeing African American people. But they're not smiling. Some of them were smiling. I'm like, this is so weird in the 20th century here and this is 2024.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do better.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that, not funny, and funny in a peculiar way, that we haven't changed a lot.
Mm.
And all I can tell people, smile brings you joy. Love brings you joy. When you love yourself and respect the human race and the human being, you walk different and you act different. And that is my agenda for this year.
Yeah.
That is the cause. That's one of my causes I'm working on. And so I started the love notes again.
Oh, you
And
said you would.
And I did. I wrote about 29 for February. And y'all can just
Mm-hmm.
repeat that list. Rinse and repeat them over and over and over. I realized too, a lot of people we've crossed paths with don't even know themselves. They don't like themselves. They don't know themselves. And they're holding grudges of what someone did to them or someone said to them or something they didn't get and somebody didn't get them this. I'm just going to tell you, you got to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And when you take care of others, then you can take care of others and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a synergy that connects when you are 100% complete. Sometimes your completion will rub off on to the next completion. And
Yeah, I
and
always say it's
mainly,
like a fire.
yeah. If you ever walk into the room and the person who walks into the room, you can see the tone, you can see the whole energy in the room changes.
Yeah, we were talking about that from a meeting that I had, and the one lady walked in, and her energy was so bad. I didn't even say anything. I just walked out the room. I just walked out the room because it was so heavy, and I didn't want to deal with that heaviness. I just walked right on out the room.
Sometimes we have to do that, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can't change that energy, but it's good to be that is aware that is in there. So you know what to do your next move.
Yeah. Yep.
And they say the apple don't fall far from the tree.
From the tree.
And as we have our youth and our own children, of those people who have children, understand this. And
Mm-hmm.
there's
It
both
spreads.
parents, you know, both
Yeah.
sides. It's so funny. I've been working on some new pieces, and one is duality. And we're doing it also, and we're also educators, and we teach art. And the
Mm-hmm.
duality of art, which I'm working on all week, and they're probably getting tired of that black and white, that clarity, the
Yeah.
duality, the contrast of this. You got to understand this. You want to do everything all over the place. You got to understand contrast for the yes and the no, the opposite of that, because it's going to keep you balancing.
Mm.
If you're not balancing that, you need to work on. People need to work. We need to work on that. I work on it all the time, just because I feel good when I do good.
Yeah.
I think that's important as well. So excited about that. You want to read a piece of your poetry that you wrote and share a little bit about you for the new people that's going to watch this later on.
I want to really quickly though go back to when you were talking about that poster I put. I love your smile.
Mm-hmm.
What brought that forward was I was looking through a lot of photographs that I had taken because I take a whole lot of photographs, and I was
Mm-hmm.
taking it of the kids in the various classrooms that I teach in, and it just tickled me and warmed my heart to see so many pictures of kids of all nationalities, different ages, different skin tone, different shapes, sizes, um, hair, everything. They were smiling and they were sharing their art and sharing their project. They were smiling. So that's what made me um, do the one that you saw. And then I did another one with just like a collage of all these kids and their smiles. I thought that was like really nice and encouraging. And too bad, we can't. We can learn from them and they learn from us. So
Yeah.
um, I will do a poem. I'll have to pull one up. Let's see what it got here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. We are in Black History Month, aren't we? So,
We are.
but like you said, that's every month. And we should celebrate every day, not just in the month of February, and take honor for our ancestors and our elders, and help learn from one another. I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy the older adult class, because you get to hear their perspective on things and learn so much from them too. I like the social time that we have around the
Yeah.
arts, because we get to talk about different things. The one I'm going to read tonight is Who You Are,
Okay.
in honor of our ancestors and our older adults.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Who you are. Just like a good bottle of wine aged to perfection, invigorating the soul, sweet to the palate, intoxicating the nose, a masterpiece to the eyes. A blend of spicy and sweet, full of flavor. Or maybe, just maybe, a book, a good book, full of tales and fables, how-to books, how not to books, an encyclopedia, book of poems, etiquette and manners, the book of praise and love, full of chapters, full of lessons. But then again, when I see you, I think of sunsets and paint sets, watercolors and rainbows and stars, paintings and chalk drawings, contour lines that curve and turn, hues and shades that are soft and sharp. And when I dream of you, I dream of comfort, like the sweet taste of honey cornbread and banana pudding, or smothered steak and onions, and pots of smothering, of bubbling turnip greens. I am blessed to have you in my presence. I am grateful to have you near, to lead and guide and point me to a good direction I should follow. I reflect on your contributions in life, in my life, a teacher and an educator, preacher, mother, grandfather, a chef, a poet, an artist, a singer, the warden, my hero, an inspiration, motivator, navigator, purpose and hope. The list grows longer as your outreach pours. And I want to say I appreciate you, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because of who you are.
Okay. What did I do?
You were sideways, but you're back straight now.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. So tell them a little bit about what you do and your new project that's coming on.
Well, I have quite a bit happening right now. I am an art instructor, but it goes a lot further than that. You know, we do incorporate a lot of therapy, art therapy. I work with a lot of different age levels. So from the mommy and me's classes all the way up to our elderly, our older adults. And so it depends on what class we're working with. I like to show that art is involved in everything. So whether we're doing art mixed with science or art mixed with community, just to show that art is everywhere. It surrounds us. And then a lot of times art helps you to release and relax and calm you. It's really a nice way to self-reflect. And so I really enjoy doing that. But in addition to that, I also have a few projects happening. One of the big ones that's started is I'm creating a safe space. So I'm the art resident at Side Streets. And my proposal was to create a safe space for our teens in Pasadena, in the lower end of Pasadena, like between Washington and Fair Oaks and Los Robles kind of area. And so we have a lot of teens that go to the teen center at La Pinaresca. And so my proposal was they do have a wonderful inside space, but a lot of times they don't want to be in the inside space because the inside space means that there's adult supervision and there's rules and regulations and structure and all that great stuff. And so because they're teens, they can come and go as they please. And I wanted to create a space where they would enjoy being there. And so they have a wonderful outside space that's not being utilized. It's basically an old rundown parking lot. And so what I want to do is create an outside space for them so that they don't have to be within four walls. They don't necessarily have to be under supervision, but they can have a space where they're still do have the adult supervision, but just not hounding over them. And they can have a space where they can hang out, socialize. They can have workshops in this space. They can have parties. They can have events with their families. So it's a really nice outdoor space. And so what we're working on currently is creating a mural that the teens will have their hands totally involved from beginning to end. So we've already sat down and had a session of brainstorming and planning for the mural. And so on that particular day, I had about 20 teens, which was wonderful. But I kind of knew the layout of the space, and I knew that Fridays is the day that they mostly all come because they get wonderful food cooked by the director at that site. And she made on that day chicken fettuccine. And so we all got fed. And then I brought in a huge bag of what I called brain food, which was basically a big bag of candy that they all grabbed. So that meant if you grab the candy, you are participating and helping in the design. So those are just little ways to ensure participation. And so we had about 20 kids. And then a nice thing about this is that I have another location that is interested in participating. It's with Outward Bound Adventure. I have a few teens that I have yet to meet but want to also participate. So I think that would be really nice to connect more kids into this and connect the community, as well as we want to connect our older generation. So some of the older adults that are in my older adult class, art class, want to also participate. So it'll be a nice intergenerational project as well. Bringing in friends that are wonderful artists, having their handprint on this nice project, and then having the staff very involved. We want to also, down the line, create a garden at this site where the kids can get involved in selecting plants and planting and growing not only things for beautification, but I also want them to learn the difference between that and succulent, drought-tolerant plants, and then also plants that they can harvest, things that they can eat, like herbs and vegetables and fruit. And so that I'm excited about because I feel like when I leave, that can be something that they can continue and carry and work on. And then eventually when they start growing crops, they can have a way to take food home. And it's nothing like being able to grow your own tomato and being able to take it home to your family. And it's something that you grew. And then from that, what happens is then kids get inspired to grow things at home. And you can grow things in your windowsill. You can live in an apartment and grow things. It doesn't matter. You can grow things almost anywhere in your car. So we're going to do that. And then the last phase of this project will be to create upcycling furniture where they can paint and make it really artsy and creative. And this whole space will be theirs. It will be something that they can call theirs. And I feel like when they put their hand into it and work on the project alongside of me, that they're more invested in their space and they want to take more care of their space and have pride to share, like, with their family, like, we did this, we made this was my design. And so we had a really good first day of working out. We're going to go in later and clean up the existing wall and patch the cracks. So there's a lot of handiwork too that has to be done. But it's going to be a community thing. So hopefully the library will also be involved,
Really
and
good.
some more residents there. So I'm looking forward to continuing. I think the city, or some of our city leaders, will also come and be involved because there's going to be a nice reveal of this mural that they're going to be creating at this location in Pasadena. It's at the Teen Center at La Pintoresca.
Mhm. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I hear you.
No, I'm saying that's good. The life skills that they're learning,
Exactly.
going to be amazing.
You sound really low. I can't hear you.
Let me see.
Mm-mm.
Hold up. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you said life skills, definitely. And then the intergenerational aspect of it, the adults learning from them and them learning from the adults. And also, I really am excited to see how they will work with the adults. They'll have I feel like they'll have a different respect level when they're working with our elderly, basically. And that'll be really nice to see.
Yeah. Yes, especially because they're still, a lot of the teens are developing in the development stage. And what I realized with COVID last year, a lot of them they missed the
Yeah.
experience that we weren't locked
Hmm.
away and isolated. And that causes a whole nother level of, not trauma, could be traumatic for some of them, anxiety and all these.
It's definitely trauma. The
The
Their
good thing about
socialization skills changed because of the whole COVID thing. Their interaction with one another has changed. Wanting to be enclosed in spaces has changed. That's why I figured this outdoor space is like, even though they're still at the center, they're outside. They're breathing the fresh air. They're out of those four walls, and they can start planning more things that they can do in their space because they feel invested that we designed this, we had our hand in this. So they're going to be working from the beginning to the end, basically.
That's good. And so this is with side streets, correct?
It's
Emily?
through Side Street, but it's at La Pintoresca. So there's a lot of moving parts. There's Side Street involved. There's also
Tell me a
another.
little bit about side street. Tell them a little bit. I don't. Some of them may not know what that is. What organization that is? Do you?
So Side Street is a really great program as well. It works with our community and youth. And so what they were asking for when I proposed is for us to create safe spaces for whatever person that was in need. And so that's where I thought of our teens. But they are almost like an outreach program as well. They help out in different ethnicities, low income. They help in the community. They provide a really cool woodworking bus that you can have them
Bus.
come to your event and teach you skills that kids don't get anymore in the schools, as far as how to work with equipment and wood and nails and tools and what have you. They have resources for small programs that maybe you need uh, scissors for a project you're doing for the weekend and you don't have it. They will loan you materials to use to help you fulfill whatever program needs that you have. They're a really great program. They are very involved in the community. They're very invested and helping smaller programs as well. And that's Side Street. They're located on the John Muir campus towards the back, where a little bit down from where the buses are, like behind the field.
What
John
city?
Muir.
What city?
It's in Pasadena at John Muir High School at the back.
So what are you doing out there? Let's talk about. I noticed you had some events going on in the Inland Empire as well.
Yeah, Inland Empire. I actually have a workshop coming up at one of the schools. It's for Black History. That we're going to have a family day of painting at one of the elementary schools, and that's in about 2 weeks. Unfortunately, that one is only for the students at that school, but it is a nice event because they get to bring their siblings, their families, grandparents. And it's basically for the school, it's first come, first serve. So that's coming up in a couple weeks. And then we also have an art exhibit happening at the Pomona Black Alliance. There's currently a art gallery exhibit going on now, and there will be the art walk tomorrow evening at, I want to say 6:00, and you can go and check out the art exhibit there. And the art walk is a nice event because you can go and meet other artists, and there's a lot of different vendors there, and music and food. It's really good event to go to. Get your hands into some art that way. We went before and we found a shop that was doing poetry. So you can jump in and just put your name on the list and read your spoken word. That one was nice too. That's on the art walk in Pomona.
Okay, let's take a little break. I'm gonna take a break for a minute and share our.
Your voice got really low again.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was nice.
Shameful plug. Okay, no. So we have the Eccentric Poetry Group on Facebook, and we have over 300 members there, and they can go the video, post your poetry, and I will be choosing poets that are posting on a daily, sharing their wisdom and their words of power. And yes, I'm looking to give a couple of awards away for like this year. People that's been supportive. I think we started, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. It's growing.
I think your volume went back down low.
Let me see if I put that ear back on. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay, there it is. I think it's better.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. Why it does that? I guess I gotta project my voice. Okay, so to do a reading from this. Since we're talking about art and creation, and we are African American, so that covers all of that ground. Celebrating work. Now, let's see. This is a new piece that I wrote A work of art, poetry and song. Most of you know that poetry forms of song. Put the spoken word on. Let's see which one. We'll find. You are a work of art. Stepping All right, that's it.
You might have to reread it. I could hear the music. I couldn't hear you.
Hear me? Okay. You
I
hear
was
me
going
now?
like this, trying to signal you, like, can't hear you.
You know what the phone? Different from my computer. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. I think the music was louder than your mic or your voice. I don't know.
I should try.
Because I could hear the music.
I'm gonna put the AirPods in. See. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be fun. Hello?
Yeah. A little better. Let's say a sentence.
So you hear the you are a work of art.
Better.
Is the music too loud?
Just way better now.
Okay.
You got it.
And the music's not too loud? Okay. Okay, well, this time I get to play with it. A work of art. You are a work of art. Gracing the ground, stepping in style, sashaying across the dance floor, opening doors. You are a work of art. With a brushstroke in hand, painting and making bands. A stroke of your touch, as such as a circle here, a square, rectangle, a triangle. Can there be squiggles here, a dash, a dot, a dash? In the flash, form and charming. You are a work of art. A song in your heart for me to stay and never part. The word art. You are a true work of art. a music note for the piano you wrote. You sing so high, you know you fly. You are a true work of art. Molding, shaping, clay, work, and heartstrings play that way you do. Stitching the red cloth you just bought magically, you are a work of art. Artist in motion with the notion, true devotion. You are a true work of art. Straight from the heart, you are a work of art. Thank you. That's a new piece I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was excited. So this is Black History Month 365, and I say 365 love. And art helps you do that. Art helps you to stay in touch, in tune with your heart, all your senses, your taste,
Yeah,
your
your
tongue,
spirit, everything.
everything. And so that's what was inspired by that. I'll be next week. We'll come on again and share, and we'll bring some song to you as well. Now, I don't know. I can put this spoken word piece. Well, I'm gonna talk about a little bit what we got going on. So we have our Patreon workshop. And it's online. And let me see, you can go check it out at Patreon. And it's two programs that we're running. I'm running the Painting with Aldonia, and the other one is Marketing Your Art. And the Social Fest is coming. So the Social Fest is going to be a webinar. And I'm going to be looking at creating it for the four-hour summit with our special guests, of course, Heather Hilliard, Roscoe Lee Owens, Kijana Owens, George Combs, and a host of other, Kira Corser, a host of other creatives to share and socialize on the internet. I realize a lot of people I'm working with, new people I meet who not sure how to get started in marketing their art. And right now, it is getting easier, I believe. And as an artist, it can be a little scary only because for a fine artist compared to an AI artist, the whole infrastructure of the art world is, I wouldn't say it's changing. It's a game changer. And so with the artificial intelligence aspect coming into what we're doing, you can create overnight sensations. You can go viral. It's just amazing what some of the artists are doing. Have I tapped into that? I'm tapping into it. I'm headed for it. I'm learning. Some of the like a chat GPT is amazing. They have some more that you can do your animation with. You can move your characters. Canva is phenomenal. I absolutely floored. I didn't like it at first, but everything is about discovery. It's amazing. And the cool thing about it, you partner with the AI, see, because you still have to know some stuff. You have to have those basic skills. Because you have to review everything AI is giving you. You don't just take it. You can take it for its word, but there's something you have to correct, edit, change it, adapt. whatever you create. So the creativity wheels is still spinning, and you still want to be, as a creator, you want to make it your own. So I'm excited about that, bringing that. I'm excited about bringing that. Check out the works. I got some new art coming. It's been sitting on the shelf for about a year or so since COVID, and I'm working to put that out there this season as well. And I'm excited today. What I did, it's been a long journey. Reverb Nation. So the record is streaming on Reverb Nation. It's called Fix It, and we're looking forward to having a release party with it in Pomona. I'm more than sure Pomona or online. That's my choices of where we want to do it, what I want to do with that. So they can go and subscribe. The subscription is free. And there's going to be a couple of goodies for you. Color wheel, color theory information, prompts for sketching ideas. The coloring books are coming, cards, everything is in motion for all these creatives. Poetry cards, writing your own poetry as well with the journals and the workbooks. So it's a lot. It's been a long journey, and you guys can go check it out. And the new marketing is off the chain. If you ask me, I think it's really good. And you can see that on Facebook. Go to Heather Hilliard Arts on Facebook, and you can go to AldoniaBailey.com on Facebook and Instagram as well for the music and TV. And watch some of the replays, share it, let the people know. It doesn't cost you anything to be a part of Eccentric Poets. If you want to be featured in the magazine, hey, just hit us up, right? And if you want to put an ad in the Armor Company magazine, and that's going to be available this year as well. So we're just dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's and excited about what's coming to share with you. Before we go, we're going to have Heather do another reading for us.
This one is entitled, I Am a Starving Artist. Here I am, a starving artist, doing my best to survive, creating and designing art for your pleasure. Can you spare a dime? Starving, that's me, to share to the world my poetry that flows through this blue pen, to express a feeling I have at the time, to create something to make you smile. I am here, starving, an artist exposed, offering my spirit of my inner core, releasing aggression, sadness, happiness, or joy, all with a stroke of my brush. Feed me, the starving artist, help a sister out. Uplift her heart with your compliments and desires of a purchase, of the creations that bubble out of her. I'm experiencing hunger pains and need to feed this artist that is inside me. The beggar, the whiner, the lady with the plea, starving, starving before thee. For I'm an artist. Art feeds my soul. It makes me whole, helps me grow, makes me strong, fills me with a song, opens me up to this world before us. An artist, starving. Right here before you, I am a starving artist.
Woo! Snap, 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 snap. Yeah, you guys go online to check out the No More Starving Artists on Facebook. We got you covered. That is so cool, to feed in your soul. Yeah, because we have to feed our soul. We were talking about that. We actually let them know about the senior art class that's free online and upcoming day to register.
So registration is actually open right now, but you can go online through City of Pasadena and you can register for our older adult class, 55 and up. And all you do is go into the City of Pasadena website and you register for that class. It's free. It is taught by myself and my co-artist here, Aldonia. And the wonderful thing about this is not only is it free, the supplies are free. And when you register, the Armory of the Center of the Arts will send you all the supplies you need for the session. The session varies and how many weeks it is. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 10. You'll be letting known what dates are class, but you should register. It is first come, first serve basis, and we really want to keep this class going. So go on out there and register for the class. You get to learn all kinds of art techniques. We are a very positive group. We motivate and inspire and uplift one another, and you get a lot of valuable art skills. And we use many different materials. We use charcoal pastels, chalk pastels, um, acrylics, watercolor, pens. We use all kinds of
Everything.
things. We just constantly use different materials. We're trying to open you up and help show you the many different art materials there are, and hope that you can find a few that you just love to work with. So come and join us. It's really nice. It's online.
Awesome, guys. So we want to thank you guys for coming and watching and keeping up with projects we are working on and enjoying the evening with us at Simply Aldonia Cafe with guest host Heather Hilliard Barnes. But I have a wonderful upcoming event for the end of February with some dynamic poetry by GLB, Heather Hilliard Barnes, and myself, with another special guest. I'll let you know. So just keep an eye out to watch for the posting. So I'm flipping through the book here. Some of you can see it. So I'm flipping through the book. So you can get it at Amazon. So I'm going to read this one. It's called The White Light. This was created about 10 years ago, this poem, this piece right here. And I think it'll make for a beautiful song. But when I wrote this piece, I think I had a fainting spell and I was getting dizzy. And this one was inspired by feeling some kind of way, things your body go through, whether you're stressed, getting tired, burnout, etc. You never know. And as a poet and as an author and an artist, like I said, we all have our special gifts. We all have gifts. I meet people that say, "Oh, I don't do this, I can't do that," but we all have it. And when you tap into what you like to do or what you enjoyed when you were younger and follow that path, opportunities and doors open up and await you and awaken you as well. And so this is called the white light. When will I go where the white light glows? No one knows where the white light is, you know. Sometimes I'm asleep with one eye open. I'm hoping to see the light, to guide me in the night. With the white light, when you're not feeling well and lightheaded, life's a blur and the lights are fuzzy and unclear, but when you get up in the morning, the world is lit up everywhere. Sun shining bright everywhere. When I stepped outside, I wanted to ride where the bright light shine. And this painting this is a painting. I love to paint landscapes and things like that. But this photography piece that I did, look at that. If I remember, this was at Washington Park in city of Pasadena. And they have a beautiful park and the aesthetics of the park and the trees. And so there's a lower area. And I was walking there and I looked up and the light was balancing and beaming through the trees. It's almost like in a little forest. I love it there. And so that's where that photo came from as well. And so you never know where your inspiration comes from if you look at life with joy and a smile.
Right, it's everywhere.
And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to ask Ms. Heather to talk a little bit about the mural that we did for Black Lives Matters, and mainly about some of the icon symbols and images that you have on that project that you did that I worked on on the project with you at one in Pasadena. Because being Black history, sometimes a lot of our other cultures are not aware of all the creations that African Americans took part in.
Yeah. Well, the mural's in two parts, but the part that you're referring to is the first section, which is where we did a mural for Black Lives Matter, and we painted different inventions that African Americans either created or upgraded. For instance, we have the ironing board, and let's see, we have the three-way stoplight is there, and we have the pressing comb and the peanut butter for your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We have a lot of different inventions on there, even ones you wouldn't even think about, like the elevator. We have a painting of an elevator. So when you go and you look at the mural, you can see all these really cool inventions that African Americans have done that you wouldn't even be aware that was created by people of color. So that is the one side of the mural. And then the other side is showing African Americans as kings and queens. So it's showing that the people are royalty, that we're not the underdog, we're not beneath anyone. We're actually from royalty. So that's what that painting depicts. And there's two parts, but they come together really nicely as a whole. And I think we painted that a few years ago, but it still remains there on the corner of Washington and Fair Oaks on the, let's see, the southwest side facing the street. It's really big. You can't miss it.
I think I disappeared for a minute. I don't know what happened. Did I disappear? I don't know. I couldn't see.
Yeah, I thought you spotlight. I didn't know what happened.
Oh, that was perfect.
I didn't
Then
see
that
you
was
for a
good.
minute.
That was a spotlight. Wonderful.
This is what it looked like, because mine like popped up a little bigger, and then I didn't see you, so I thought that's what you did.
Okay.
Maybe you did and you didn't know it.
Oh. There's somebody.
But
Okay,
what's
somebody's
interesting, you
leaving a
asked about that
comment.
mural. And the next mural that I'm working on is across the park from there.
Mhm.
The teen mural that we're going to be doing is right across from that mural. So it'll be a nice connection too.
Okay. So we have a guest that's leaving a comment that they wanted to be spotlighted. But if you're watching this and you want to be a part of it, you can email me at Artistic Art Journeys are simply Aldonia Music. And then you could send me your poetry package or join Eccentric Poets group, and that way we can schedule you to be a guest on the Simply Aldonia Cafe, Eccentric Poets group. Okay, so this is
Nice.
wonderful, wonderful, huh?
Yeah, wonderful.
It's so funny. The images, the ironing board, the iron, the super soaker.
Mm-hmm.
And many others, but those stick in my head right now. The computer chips, the heart surgeon, you know. So when we come back again, I will have my list to
Yeah,
share with you.
we can share names and even more. There's so many.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be afraid to do your research and Google up what some of these inventions are. There's many, 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 many inventions. So there were so many. I had to thin
the
it
four,
down.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I shall see you guys again, and I hope you enjoyed this evening poetry and words with Heather Hilliard Barnes. And let me go back to the banner.
Bye, everyone.
Follow us later. Thank you and have a good night. Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Awesome. Okay. Check me out. Check it out. See you soon.